Testing it out. Cool, cool, cool. I think we are good. With Yo, George, first man in here. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I appreciate your commitment to the cause. Like, I'm trying to adjust the stream sync. It's being a bit of a bitch for some reason. We're working on it. Oh. All day, bro. It's okay if you do. Don't worry, bro. I'll be here most days anyway, so. And anyway, they're recorded anyway. That's the great thing about YouTube is you can just go and watch them afterwards if you are that dedicated. Which I don't expect most people to be, but I appreciate either way. Crazy turn of events, right? How you feeling? How you guys feeling about this? What is happening with Volkanovski, man? I love it, man. I love it. I'm just going to do a community post as per. New prediction time. Hi, Hamza, and who will win? Volkanovski. Right, so I don't know if you saw V. How you doing, bro? I was just going to say, I've seen the rumors. I'm sure you've seen them as well of Usman stepping in against Hamzat, right? That seems to be the concurrent thing. I love that fight. I don't know. I think Hamzat beats him though. And honestly, I honestly would love to pick Volk, but I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure. I honestly, because this is so recent to me. I'm still like trying to gather my thoughts on what the fuck is actually gonna happen. It's crazy. I woke up this morning and I was like, right, this is. I saw someone. No, V actually. It wasn't V. Someone commented on the live stream recording from yesterday saying thoughts on Volk stepping in, and I thought they were just saying it as a hypothetical. And then I saw on Twitter that they announced it, and I was like, holy shit, man. Usman is glazed for taking the fight. I mean, a fair play to him. I can't lie. Short notice against probably one of the hardest guys in the whole sport right now, right? I mean, if he can pull it off, I got to give him the credit. You have to. Gonna put out the post. Bear with me, guys. So I'm gonna go into just a zombie mode for a second while I type this out. Okay, just gonna roll out the link in a minute. Yeah, today was a wild day. Man, it really was, right? Who thought this would happen? And honestly, I prefer the fight. I'm really sad Charles doesn't get his chance, and I hope that doesn't let him pass him by, but I can't. Honestly, I've always wanted. It's one of the most high-level rematches we're ever going to get. It's part of the reason why we love it. Exactly, George. Exactly, brother. Exactly. Couldn't say it any better. It really is. What a moment. Again, I'm trying to just stream URL with this. Oh, I don't want to do that. Annoying I have to do this every time, but it's worth it. Okay, that's out. Still gutted for Volky steps on off his surgery a month ago. I know it's odds are stacked against him, but he's made for these moments, right? He's made for these moments. Patty, you like the backdrop? I'm glad, man. I'm glad you like it. All day I was saying to myself, the only guy that I can have seen the balls to take Kevin Holland. Oh, I just misread that. The only guy that I can see having the balls to take is Kevin. Yeah, Kevin Holland would take any fight for sure. Usman's balls are still. I mean, I've always respected Usman. I like the guy. I mean, I was obviously rooting against him for Leon's sake, but Usman's a model champion and guy clearly. So I'm not surprised if that's the fight that looks like they're making. Thing is, I don't think Costa's out yet, right? I think that's still up in the air from what I've heard. I'm not actually sure. From what I've heard, it's still up in the air. Still got for Volky. Yeah, oh, sorry, I really read that. Apparently, Whitaker's replacing Costa. Oh, really? That's actually a good fight, though, because Whitaker's got good wrestling. He does. But the size, I don't know. Shavkat would too, but he's already booked. I love this, though. It's a bit of a mystery, isn't it? Is Volk going to be in shape to beat Islam? I'm sure he'll be in shape, yeah. I mean, the guy's... There is a reason he's the pound-for-pound guy. He's the pound-for-pound king. That guy's always going to be in shape. Man, if he wins, bro, if Volk wins, the world will erupt. And I will be so happy, man. I will be so happy. Dylan, what's up, man? How you doing? If you can, guys, could you like the stream? Again, you don't have to. You're not obliged, but it would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to ask you every time anyway, just because. Xander, good to see you in here. Prime McGregor beats Volk and is like, nah, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Don't come here with that. That's something Aben would say. That guy's an anarchist in our chat, man. There's no way. Come on, bro. You're really telling me Volk is losing to Prime McGregor and Islam? Get out of here, man. No, stay. I'm joking. Please stay. No, guys, no, come on. Don't. Actually, no. You can flame him. But don't tell him to leave chat. That's a bold opinion, though. But that's what we like here. Gives us a good opportunity to debate, and whether that is sincere or not, I don't care. It's fun. It's a fun time. I mean, Brian McGregor was good. Let's not get it twisted. Motivated McGregor is that guy. No, we can take that left-hand shot into Irish action. I mean, yeah, he was great back in his day. Obviously, I mean, I don't need to explain to you guys that he was good, but I don't think he was ever really tested. And obviously, there was the meme about full camp Mendes probably beating him, but I don't know. EA cover cuss. I know. That's a very good point. Obviously, I just did a video on that. He's the only guy, besides John Jones, obviously, but that's John Jones. This is his chance, right? Because obviously, he lost to Islam, but that was before the cover. And then he beat and now he's got on the cover. He could get claimed. There'll be another claim from the curse, and there's a very good chance it is. I'm going to be honest, guys. I saw that. I don't know if you've seen that stat. It was between, I think, the record of champs below middleweight who were over 35 versus the younger fighter, 2-30. That is insane. So it doesn't bode well for him. Volk he looked as good as he had ever been against the so who knows, man? Who knows? Before I thought Volk won the first game. That's a fair pick. It was a close fight. I think for me it was pretty clear Islam, but I'm not going to be mad you thought Volk won the other way. I would have loved it. I wanted Volk to win. But to me, Islam just had the edge round by round. All right, Leo, is there any guy at welterweight or middleweight where he can fight you see Conor winning? I like that because any chance to shit on Conor. Obviously I do appreciate what he's done for the sport, but let's be real, as a human being, he's not the greatest, and I don't like the way he's carried himself in the octagon either. So, let me have a look. Right now. Get this tab up here. Who have we got? So, what did you say? Welterweight or middleweight? I mean, that he beats. I mean, if he's gonna beat anyone, it'll be a stylistic thing. I think him against JDM would be quite fun. I wouldn't pick a winner in that. I think that's a close fight. Neil Magny, he'd beat. Actually, Neil Magny's big though for welterweight. Chiesa, he'd beat. I think he beat Moicano. I think RDA has a good chance against him. Though. I'm not gonna lie, guys. There's a lot of interesting picks. There's a lot of them. It's all a stylistic thing, isn't it? He's 35, probably gonna lose his next featherweight fight after this. Yeah, this is what I'm waiting for. I said this the other day. He's only got a few fights left in him, so. Let's actually really appreciate Volk while he's here because he's the greatest right now. He really is. And he's just a model champion and human being. Sort of reminds me of DJ in that he's just so well-rounded and everything and just such a stand-up guy. You know, I'm not going to glaze him too hard, but I've got no shame, man. Volk's a G. He'd beat Kevin Holland because Kevin's already won if he got that fight. Yeah. No, but Kevin would play on the fee, man. He would go for the finish for sure. It'd be fun. That'd be damn sure. I don't know who would win it, but it'd be fun. Beats them all. First triple champ in history, baby. That left-hand shotgun knockout, John. Nah, I know that's bait, brother. I know that's bait. And I mean, Conor was good, but yeah, he's not the same. But obviously, you know that. You're right, V. Not the same guy he was a few years ago. Twitter warrior. Yeah, I know. He's like Dylan Dennis, isn't he? Honestly, there was that interview he did for his like Black Forge Stout thing, and he just looks so like fattened up. He has slimmed down now. I think obviously now he's cycling off the roids. But I don't know. I think Chandler's honestly, have anyone in that lightweight, like top 5, top 6, whatever it is. You know, Chandler's actually quite a good fight because the way Chandler is so aggressive and pushes in, I think that lends itself quite nicely to Conor if Chandler keeps it on the feet. If Chandler takes it to the mat, really wrestles, he's gonna have a rough time. honestly, as a matchup goes, that's about as favorable it's gonna be for a top 5, you know, whatever it is. As I said, is he top 5 anymore, Chandler? He is. He's number 5. So yeah, it's about as good of a matchup Connor's gonna get in that top 5 area. Everyone that has been caught, this emoji getting in the way, man. I can't fucking read. Everyone that has been caught were in the USADA for years before as well. Yeah, I know. There's no way people can get around it, right? Chandler's the only guy who can beat in top 5. Yeah. I mean, yeah. To be honest, Dariushi's got a chance. After that Oliveira fight. But yeah, I think everyone else walks him, yeah. R-Man versus Benio. Is that happening? Oh, you hope it happens. Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? R-Man is it's really... I feel like he's been sitting at that top 10 for so long. He just hasn't... No one wants to fight the man. Chandler's basically Mendes. We all know what happened to Mendes. Yeah, but that was what? That was 2014. Or 2015, something like that. You know, 8 years ago, or 8, 9 years ago, you know? I don't know. Avon, there he is, man. We were just talking about you earlier. Xander was coming in. He was rivaling you, man. He was coming in with a wild take, saying Volk would lose to Prime McGregor and someone else as well. And I said, I just compared him to you with some absolutely insane batshit takes. It was good, man. It's good to see you. Let the chaos come in, bro. Let it in, man. Darius takes him to the ground and drowns him. Are you talking about Connor or are you talking about Sarukian? Because Connor, I agree. But I think he has a good puncher's chance, though. Ilya's in shambles, as if there's a huge chance he gets Max instead of Volk. If Volk takes... Yeah, I know. It's an interesting one. I was thinking about that because obviously he's still got that fight penned in for January. So if it's an absolute war, I don't know what they're going to do there. Who and Islam? Yeah, no, man. If you're saying Conor beats him, get out of here. That's got... I think, honestly, stylistically, I think Khabib's a better fighter than Islam, but I think Islam does better against McGregor than Khabib did. Subjected to hell. 10 hours of Tyron Woodley rapping. Yeah, I'd rather jump off a cliff. Sure. I'll Beat Your Ass is not my favorite track. Prime McGregor KOs Khabib. Well, he was... You could argue that was Prime McGregor when he fought him. Conor versus GSP. No, GSP. I know it's a different era, and obviously the sport's evolved so much, but GSP. Only have less than 15. Conor beating Volk is dog ass no matter how bright. Yeah. And you have a line. You have a limit, man. You have a limit. You even know that is just too ridiculous of a take. I'm glad you have some sense of moral, you know, you have a line. You have a bar. What are the videos you got lined up for us? Oh, sorry, there's a little bit of a shake. I just shake my monitor. So, Friday, I've got a little bit slow progress on it today because obviously I've still got the shit. I've just been a bit demotivated with work, as I said the other day. But we've got a video on... Why is my mind just drawing a blank right now? Weight cuts. Some weight cuts. I was tempted to do one about Volk now, but it's too short notice now. No pun intended for me to really get that out. But I'm doing one on weight cuts. That's coming out Friday. Doing another one, something about refereeing and just some horrendous decisions and stuff like that. Some other stuff. Honestly, if you've got any ideas, I'd be glad to hear them. I really would. Mike Perry versus McGregor is the fight. That'd be fun though, wouldn't it? Holloway versus Topuria for interim. I actually really like Max there. I think Max has really improved. I think Volk is just his Achilles heel, man. But I think Holloway's done really well recently. I fancy him against Topuria. Since when was I never dog-ass takes? Maybe not, but they were extreme. I only have great takes. So I might say even the best. I think you would say they're the best, David. Ilya would be probably fed to Max or even Yair. Yeah, obviously that's what Paddy just said. Can't put up an interim title because Volk's been active. I know they don't deserve. Volk doesn't deserve that. Got to put Cyborg in. Wake up. Yep, she's already in there. I've already had it written. I've started editing it a little bit. Cyborg is in there. I honestly wanted to include a clip of her weight cuts. It's kind of horrible to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in. But that's kind of what you want to see, I guess. That's the whole point. Again, it's the stuff you don't see. You know, you don't see that extreme shit. The actual weight cuts themselves. A lot of people don't watch that. What do you think would have happened if Conor had beaten Khabib? And what would have happened? He probably wouldn't be a rematch. It would have been his first defense. I don't know. I think they probably would have done because the build-up was so insane. I think, and the amount of money it made, you really don't think they would have done a rematch? It's the money game, George. I think they would have done it, man. I think they would have done a rematch. And I think Khabib would have won it. Skeleton McGregor, you're right. He's in there. Don't worry. He's definitely in there. A video on upcoming young prospects in all divisions. Yeah, I did that ages ago, a while back. But I'll have to go back and check that to see how out of date that is because if I don't want to repeat myself, you know. Obviously, I'll definitely do another one of that down the line, whether that's soon or not. Yeah, flyweight TJ's in there. You guys are taking up all the list. You're guessing all right. He's always definitely in there. God, that was one of the worst ones. I was watching some behind the scenes footage of it when I was researching. Jesus Christ, that man looks like a skeleton, bruv. Skeleton. Who is Xander? Not sure I've seen the bloke. Not sure I want to associate with him. You're your own. You are your own brand of chaos, Eamon. You really are. Maybe you could go against each other. It is Xander's first time here. Beat Khabib, then vacate belt 2008. So I was like, yeah, that would be a Conor maneuver, wouldn't it? It really would. Yeah, guys, if you can, I'm gonna ask again. Liking the stream would be awesome. Get more of you in here. More lively conversation. Be a lot more fun. Appreciate it. Featherweight hooker. That's a good one. He's not in there. I've already written it, so I don't know if I'll add him in. But if I have the time, I'll definitely put him in there. That's a really good one. He looked rough, man. And obviously that didn't work out for him because Arnold Allen absolutely dog-walked him. And he did fight at featherweight back in the day, didn't he? So I haven't actually seen his older weight cuts. Pereira weight cut. He's always looked quite good, though. If you're talking about Alex Pereira, I think he's already looked quite good. Aspen Ladd, yeah, she fainted, didn't she? Or fell off the scale? Did you watch MMA on Points videos? If not, you probably should just to make sure you don't steal any of their ideas. I mean, I haven't, but like, I mean, how can I steal? I mean, if I see a weight cut, I'm just going to explain it in the best way I can, as eloquently as I can in my writing style. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I could steal MMA on Point stuff particularly. Who have I got? I mean, I'm sure just by pure law of averages or whatnot, I'll probably say some of the same fighters that they do in at least in some capacity. But you know, there's not much I can do about that. Who you got this upcoming card of Edson versus Sadiq? It's a fun one, isn't it? I'm not sure. I think Edson's age might show, and it has done a couple times, but he looked really good against Quarantillo, didn't he? Yusuf still got some holes to fix, I think. I'm leaning towards Edson though. History, Noah. History, brother. I'm praying Volk takes it. The girl that beats Molly McCann by armor, Stolyarenko, right? God, Molly's so bad. Yeah, I think it's just she needs to work on her grappling. I think because her boxing is actually quite good. She has got the shortest reach in the UFC, but she's got good hands. I just don't know why she's neglected grappling. You think she lost to Gillian Robertson early in her UFC career, and she said openly about how much that affected her. And I feel like if affected you that much, you're going to do everything that you can to not let it happen again. And I feel like that's such an amateur mistake, losing that armbar. I don't know. Yeah, she's got some problems she needs to work out. Elite channel, MMA on Point on mine, George. No, they are good. MMA on Point are the goats. Alex always looks good on scales. He does. It's weird. Josh Emmett knocking the Death Star. Speaking of him, Voldemort is in there. Voldemort is in the video. God, that weight cut is awful. Islam is like, good on you, Charles. Well played. What, is that what you said? Well, I mean, obviously he didn't say that. That's definitely not a thing Islam would say, is it? Sadiq, just for the prediction vids. Yeah, I mean, I like Sadiq. You know, he's actually quite lively in YouTube chats. I've seen him on a couple of guys' streams before. Tony versus Paddy. I age tends to be the winner there, so I'm going Paddy. But I like Tony. MMA on Point goes Guru. Like, what? Nah, fuck Guru, man. And I mean that like respectfully. Like, he's got his thing. Fair play to him. But you know, I don't. He doesn't. All he does is just shit talk. Like, there's no that. Then that's his selling point. Like, cool. Like, fair play. He does his thing. I don't hate the guy, but I'd rather like make content which can actually, you know, be engaging and educating at the same time. And as well, I can still do streams and have fun with you guys. I don't need to just trash everybody and just make enemies out of everybody to get you know, a big fan base. I think that's just dumb. But he's got his thing, and I'm doing mine, innit? Kobe's beating Leon. That's my take. That's rogue, Aben. I'm gonna stand, but I've said, you know how I feel about that. Reply. There he is. There's my guy. He's gonna come around your gaff, mate. Yeah, he might do. He's not far. No, he's not though. He's in a wheelchair, man. He can't move. We've done this. He's not going anywhere. I could just run away from him. He's not doing nothing. No, I'm chatting shit. I'm chatting shit. He seems alright. He seems like a decent guy. I think he plays up to it a bit on camera. Jiri versus Pereira. Pereira just purely because Jiri leaves his chin open quite a lot. And even though the thing is, Jiri is so unorthodox, it might work in his favor. You never really know with a Jiri fight. But I like Alex. I do. I like him on the feet a lot. Just very disciplined. Very, very, you know, Yeah, he insists he ain't on a wheelchair, but we all know he's lying. Actually, hang on, guys. Here's a fun one. Bear with me. There we go. There's a fun one for you. Guru is in denial of his disability. Yeah, I think so. Nah, I'm taking the piss. He's doing really well, and he's been around for far longer than I have, so I have to give him that credit. You know, I do. Volk to win, he has less time to train. I know, but he's made for these moments. He is. He's made for these moments. I think he has a good chance. Hear me out. If Colby wins, give McGregor a title shot. Oh, what? No. If Colby wins... Oh, no, yeah. Colby wins, give McGregor a title shot. Doesn't matter he deserves it or not. Just imagine the build-up. I would love the build-up. That's a good take, to be fair. You think McGregor's boxing? I think he's got a good chance. I mean, it's one of those where if he gets to the mat, he's fucked. But he has. I think if anyone's got... Colby's striking defense is, it's not great. McGregor's got a chance. And he does look quite good at welterweight in terms of size. So he's definitely got a shot. But I do think Colby probably wrestle fucks him. Oh, yeah. We're currently setting up the MMA card. Yeah. Avon versus Xander might be a shout, but you guys seem to have made up. Guru is the Cartman of MMA. Yeah, man. That's a great analogy. Do you think anything specific Volk trained for Yair fight will translate into his next fight with Islam? No, I don't think so, because I think he knew he had the work on the mat anyway. I think all the work he did for Islam was defensively. He was really... I love the way he uses those butterfly hooks were so good against Islam defensively. I expect to see a lot more of that if it comes to it. And I also hope... I think if Volk can really tighten up that striking defense, because Islam really caught him a few times... I thought it's a very good chance, man. I love it. I'm so excited. I'm so hyped, man. I'm so hyped. I know you guys are matching that energy, man. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Colby ain't winning. It's a pipe dream to say he's going to win after seeing how Leon handled Usman. Yeah, it's MMA math, though. Man. It's MMA math, man. It is. You don't know. I think Leon... Yeah, I do think Leon beats Colby as well, but, there's that. I don't think comparing it to Usman is a different game, because they're both wrestlers, but the way they approach their game is so different. Defended a few of Khabib's takedowns. I don't think Colby takes down. Yeah, but that was 5 years ago. You don't know. And, I know Khabib's big for lightweight. Colby's a natural welterweight, so I don't know. Where's that pasta kid gone? He was here yesterday, but then he ditched. Oh, you wanted to beef him, George? Say no to crotch sniffers. Nah, I like a bit of wrestling. And obviously, I think most people are... We love striking first, but of course, I think wrestlers are good. You need them in the sport. And the new kid, new kid on the block, man. And he's coming with the cold, hard takes. 5 minutes before I have to leave for a meeting. The stream might be over when I return. So let's see something. Okay, go, shoot, man. What have you got? I'm about to hear the worst shit I've ever seen. How would you escape a Tracy Cortez triangle? I wouldn't. I would not. No, I mean, if we're actually going technical, my favorite triangle defense in terms of... If you're locked in a triangle, it's fucking difficult to, managing it. But, wow, she can take your house. Fairs. But if I am being, on a real, though, if I'm actually just in general triangles, obviously getting the arm across is really... That's like the lock and key, really. Once you get the arm across when you're trying to finish a triangle, it's kind of fucked. You're kind of fucked. But if you tuck your arm behind, it's a simple little move. Just if you're ready for it and you tuck your arm behind, they struggle with it. But... There are ways around that too, like TP chokes and that. And it's not a perfect solution. But against Tracy Cortez, yeah, I'm absolutely staying in there. When Volk went into the first Islam fight, he was thought of as the faster fighter. He was. I mean, no, I think he did have the speed advantage. I think Islam was just reading his movement very well. I think that's a very good credit to Islam. Emerson, yeah, I think Volk did have the speed advantage. I think just Islam fought very well. Any top five, and he had the range as well. The reach definitely helped him. Does any top 5 ranked middleweight fill in to fight Hamza? Well, as I said, Campbell, we said this earlier, there's rumors of Usman potentially, man. Usman seems to be the pick, right? I've heard a lot of things about that. Cannonier, I think Hamza dog walks him. Usman's got a good chance. Oh, you're saying middleweight? I don't know. I like Whitaker. I like Whitaker in there. Drickus would be fun as fuck as well. What is beauty is overrated? Let's nah, that would. Yeah, I don't know. I think I try not to be about that with MMA. It's just a bit of laugh, a bit of fun. But do I roll with girls at BGA? I do. Yeah. And do you ever get a bit brave? No, man. Said in chat and said, yeah, let's not get a bit too saucy. Nah, man. I will say most, the girls that I roll with, they're really fucking good. They are really good. They're fucking quick. No, I know you're taking the piss, but it's I do, and I think that should be encouraged. I know there's a lot of sorry that I worded that horrendously. When I say that should be encouraged, I'm talking about just rolling with women. I think it should be, it's a good thing. Because there's a lot of negative stigma around that, and it's not great. So breaking down those, we're getting serious for a minute. Breaking down those barriers is important. Main event. Oh damn. Yeah, it's just my promotion. Actually, as you say that, I gotta get a. There we go. That's more like it. What's it? Main event George vs Janesh. That's a banger. It is, isn't it? Aim versus another heavyweight. The heavyweight title and Xander versus Reply. That'll be fun. Girls winning, yeah, man. I mean, they're fast. They just take your backs and be fucking ninjas, man. It's annoying. Courage being brave when rolling. Nah, fake news, man. Fake news. No, but I do. It is good to do that. It's. I think it's such a male-dominated sport, So, I think breaking down those barriers is a good thing. Not enough. Because it is male dominated. It's just MMA in general. Got a jet. Well, Awen, your time here was short, but it was very sweet, mate. And I always appreciate you stopping by. As per, you're dedicated, and I love that. So thank you. Always bring in the fun, mate. Always bring in the fun. I want to know you guys. Who have you got winning for? Actually, I'm not even gonna ask you. I'm gonna put up a little poll. Damn, 100%. Yeah, that's pretty valid. Can't spell. There we go. It's loading. It's fucking loading the poll, and now I can't see chat. This is good. That's such a dumb idea. What the hell? I can't read the chat. Great. Hang on a minute, guys. I have to just loop around this. I'm just have to go on the live stream itself on another tab. There we go. Needs to debate. Thank you, V. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Lovely little turnout today. So far, we've got plenty of time, man. I love it. Lovely little turnout. I really appreciate you guys. Refresh this stream tab and that should work. Is the poll up? No, it's not. Fucking bullshit. He's scared of you? He might be, man. I ain't gonna say it. Alright, we'll try this again. But hopefully this doesn't crash my fucking my live chat. Alright, let's try that again. Please work. There we go. I'll be honest, I have no idea who the fuck you are. Good streamer. I appreciate it. You haven't watched my videos. Most people in here are subscribed to the channel. So if you just found this off your own accord, I really appreciate that. Welcome aboard, mate. Welcome aboard. We're streaming most days. This is a new thing for me. Wow. I'm not. That's surprising. Well, thank you for stopping by. Yeah. I mean, I do videos Tuesday and Friday. I didn't do a Tuesday video this week, but that's pretty cool. You saw the live stream earlier. I'm glad you stopped by. We're streaming most days, most every day, to be honest. I don't think I missed a day yet. And videos on Tuesday and Friday. So we're here all the time. You're gonna see a lot more of me in this scene soon. But I really appreciate you being here. I ain't scared of no man, but it's later and gotta sleep for tomorrow. Busy day. Man, we all got commitments, man. Blowing up? Nah, not yet. Reply. In time, man. In time. Mango recommended. Yeah, that is good actually. It's a good sign, to be fair. You're right there, Reply. It's a good sign. But that's what I said. If you guys like the stream, this is what happens. We get new people in here like Xander all the time. So that's what pays it forward. Good for me and it's good for you because we get again more engaging conversations in here, fun shit like that. Xander was in here for 5 minutes and already started beefing. Great fun. Oh, sorry. Damn. Talking on that. Me might be off. Yes. I definitely had nothing to do with that. I did not orchestrate that whatsoever, I will say. Allegedly. Maybe I did. I won't say either way. I'm sure it was very important, but this is far more important. A Leo Cooper live stream on a Tuesday afternoon. Is it Tuesday today? No, it's Wednesday. God, I'm losing it, guys. I'm fucking losing it. Love the stream. Don't train MMA, but enjoy being able to see the perspective of someone who does. Well, I don't train MMA. I do train jiu-jitsu, and I am only I'm far earlier in my journey than most. I've only been training for like 9 months. So I mean, I was on and off for like 2 years, but I was at uni, so obviously I was back and forth. So about 9-10 months. But obviously, I love the sport. I don't need to tell you guys that how much I love MMA. So I do my best. I've watched so many fights in and out. I am a big fan. So and I'm sure you are as well, Emerson. So I'm glad you appreciate the content and the streams. Can we call for Paulo Costa to submit his job application if he doesn't fight? Yeah, I agree, man. I think is he out? There's nothing confirmed. He's out, right? Long time subscriber here. First stream though. Yeah, I mean the stream's only recent. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Ayeko. Sorry if I butchered that, mate. How long have you been sub for? If you know off the top of your head. If no worries if you don't. I'm just curious. Khabib is not top 5 all time. Nah, he's not. Oh, top 5, top 10, maybe. 3 title defenses against strikers and bums for the rest. Tony would have destroyed him. Nah, I think Khabib would have beaten Tony. I know it's hindsight, but I think he would have done. Ming's back on, so yeah. I mean, even your brief moment back here was great, Aben. Always appreciate it, mate. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's Khabib is everyone. There's a lot of discourse about Khabib the longer he's been retired, right? I think there's a lot of conversation to be had about whether he deserves his spot near the top. I don't. He's definitely not in the GOAT conversation. I think the longer that goes on, the less he's in that sort of talk. Do you think Volk will try to utilize more offensive grappling? No. I mean, you got to think about it logically. I know said he felt strong enough, and he said Islam didn't feel that strong, but it's about the technique as well, just as much as it is about strength. And I think Volk is smart enough to know that's not his realm, and he will do everything he can to keep it on the feet. And even though he was kind of losing a lot of striking exchanges, if anyone's going to patch those holes, it's going to be Volk. John Jones and Mai Mao second and third. Oh, he's first. Are you saying ESP? Oh, fuck off. I should have. You set me up for that. How did I not clock that for a minute? From January, you're my guy, bro. Now you've been here for a long time. I don't think I was at I think I just about hit 1,000 subscribers then, something like that. I think I was either like 900 maybe. Fuck off, Xander, man. You set me up for that. Yeah, something like that. It was just when I did my bantamweight casuals guide, and I think that was one of my second or third video that did really well. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here. Does Volk utilize more leg kicks this time around? I think he does, Campbell. That's exactly where I think he's going to go with it. Got to slow down. Make sure Islam can't go on that front foot and shoot for those shots. So yeah, I think he does. It's a risk though. It's a risk. It's been revealed that I will be the replacement for Paulo. How do I get Hamza out of there? I'll just try and flying triangle, first round. Definitely. I'm not going to say that word, even if you've done it with 2 Qs, but 2ek or 2kek, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in chat before. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. I'll take Hamza. I don't give a fuck. 4 months of jiu-jitsu or something 2 rounds. Yeah, that's not like that white belt ego, in it, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know you're taking the piss, but that is true. When you start, you just feel invincible. When you get a guy with an Ezekiel choke, which is like the most basic shit ever, and then you're like, I'm a fucking god. And then you get humbled really quickly by someone who is far better than you. I rolled when I did the other week when I was training, or the other day even. I just trained at a place in called London Grapple, and I just rolled with their coach, and he just bullied me. And that he'd been training for like 9-10 years. That you just feel literally powerless. This guy he just strung up my limbs and just rinsed me, and I was like, what the fuck can I do, man? It's a humbling experience when you get a guy who literally will do absolutely everything he wants to and leave you being able to do nothing. It is a necessary but humbling experience. I beat Hamzat and Costa in one night with my eyes closed. I believe you, George. I really think you do. Pre-coat corner easily goes like you as well. You love Xander, mate. He said the same fucking thing. You guys should be best friends. Best grappling match you ever had? Ooh, I mean, I've only competed once and I fucking lost. Scary, man. Competing is scary. It really is. I should have got a triangle in the first minute, but I hesitated. This was a year ago. Like, we're only a few months into my training, so I was a lot worse back then. But it does affect you on the mental side of things. So I hesitated, and I didn't get the triangle because I could have locked it up. I got the leg over. I just didn't lock it up. And I lost my armbar. But in terms of sparring, I've had loads of good spars, you know. Just training every week. It was back in uni. It was great fun. Lots of good back and forth. It's always against the bigger guys who always I have more fun, to be honest. That sounds a bit sus. Pause. Two kicking Xander are friends. It sounds like it, doesn't it? Hamza or Bo's wrestling. Well, it's American versus I don't know what Hamza is actually is. I don't know, man. We need to see a bit more of Bo, but I really like I'm a Bo believer. I like what he's doing. Opinion is the truth. I'm already influencing your viewers. You really are, man. You've left your mark. You and Aben, man. You're trailblazers in this chat. The bad ending. I haven't seen you, guy. I haven't seen you before. Thank you for stopping by. Grappling Cop's such a thrill. It varies, brother. It varies. There's some. Watching grappling can be very boring, but it can also be very fun. Bo is better wrestling. Hamza has better grappling. I don't know. I think that I know it was in the Contender Series, but that transition into the mount and from the mount into the triangle that Bo Nickel did in that it was his second Contender Series fight when he knocks him down, just rolls into that triangle seamlessly. That shit is art, man. That is art. So I don't know. You guillotine Bo on his first takedown. Doesn't have jiu-jitsu like I do. Yeah, you're built different, man. We're all built different. We can take him. Hamza is Russian, moved to Sweden later in life. He got that Russian wrestling. That's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to say the wrong thing. But obviously, he's representing UAE now, right? Peace out, Rose. Listen, 2K, your time was short but sweet, my guy. I appreciate it. Exactly, it's a mentality game. Mate, you just see red. What you got to do, man? You see red. And that's it, you win. End that poll now, because I know it gets in the way of chat. You just got to see red and you win. That's the classic frat bro take. I could beat anyone in the strip. That's the Bradley Martin take. Opinions on Shah, that new one I bloke. Is that the guy who just assaulted that random dude on an escalator? Looks like CCTV. He's the Dagestani guy. He looks kind of crazy. Is that? Yeah. Fuck that guy. I don't know if he's any good. But that makes him a piece of shit in my eyes. Came out outside. Yeah, wasn't he just with his girlfriend? He's just like laying into him, right? For no reason. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't have the full picture there, but if that's the case, then that's fucked up. I wish I could look at the live stream with the camera. I know I'm looking down all the time. It's fucking annoying. So if I stare into your souls like that, it's kind of weird. Bo's got hands. His entry when he knocked out Woodburn made me wet my pants. It does, yeah. What a performance. It was, as I said, that transition into the triangle was fucking art. I love it. Similar to what Khabib did against Gaethje. When he was looking at the arm on, he just rolls into the triangle. I love that shit. Mounted triangles and then rolling onto the back, but doing it so seamlessly. Well, I'd do it like a fucking drunk man, then very slowly. Guys like that, you know, you can just tell they've been training for years, right? Kicked a guy in a BJJ tournament because the other guy leg locked him, so he kicked him in the face. Fucking really? I mean, I hate leg locks as much as the next person, but still, I would never do that. God, heel hooks make me want to die. Chet uses Russia like Dagestan. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just didn't want to. I wasn't, because I know he represents Sweden and now UAE. I wasn't. That was the confusion on my end. Val is dog water when it comes to fighting. Joke aside, I could probably actually take him. Are you talking about Val Woodburn? Or am I being an idiot? I love leg locks. I love leg locks. I'm not white belt, they're just leg locks. How long have you been training for? Was it you said that in earlier? Was it you said 4 months or was that someone else? I can't remember. Yeah, a straight ankle lock is the classic white belt maneuver that I quite like taking. 3-4 months, yeah. You found out your game right now? Like, what's your leg locks? I imagine as you just said, or you still working on that? Because I feel like once you train for a little bit, you start to find your groove and what you really enjoy, and you sort of lean into a game plan or 1 or 2 game plans where you start to build off of. Which for me is just playing guard and triangles and shit. Triangles, arm bars, and all that jazz. Guillotines. I love a good DAS as well. Rear naked choke. I don't get rear nakeds at all, really, man. I need to work on that. I can find it really hard to get back takes, mainly because I'm not in mount a lot of the time. So it's difficult for me to progress to the back. But there are other ways of getting there, of course. To be fair, I quite like getting the back from guard. It's quite sneaky. Can't do DAS to save my life. Yeah, it's for me, it's just about practice. I mean, that's how it is, man. DAS is quite a fine margin. Same with like stuff like arm triangles. Finishing up either of those is fine margins. But once you get them, it's on really quickly. So the thing about DAS is it's versatile as well. Position wise, you can transition to guillotines and anacondas and all that jazz. I love it though. I love docking up a DAS. Feels like 2 jigsaw pieces getting put together. That's a weird way of putting it, but like that's how I describe the feeling of locking one up. Everyone else in chat is like, what the fuck am I talking about? I recommend it. Do you follow French MMA drama? No. Doumbé calling out Garn's manager for being so. Oh, I did see that actually, Jules. I did see that. I don't know if there's any credibility to it, but if there is, ooh, I don't know, man. It's a work on my geography. Many semi-autonomous regions in Russia, including Dagestan, but they're under and Chechnya. Yeah, I know that. It was just the it was the I was more thinking about the Sweden and the UAE thing because obviously he represents UAE now, and obviously he was representing Sweden, and I wasn't sure whether to which to say. I mean, either way, he's a good fighter. That's what matters. Darcy Von Flew at the straight and cross of the grappling side of things. Same, just like, oh mate, I love a Von Flew. I'm glad you mentioned that. I love a Von Flew because when guys just instinctively try and guillotine you, you just hop into psychic shell. You're like, yep, it's over. Craigo, there he is, man of the hour. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. We're having a great time here. I appreciate you. We're having a great time. A lot of friendly new faces in here. You just missed Aben, actually. He was doing his usual shtick, but he had to go and have a meeting. Oh, you're teaching with George. No, yeah. Well, I'm good with flags, though, on my end. I will say. I'm very good on flags. But capitals, I suck. Freya versus Jules Megalo. Yeah, run it, you know. Why not? Run it. Lopez was sentenced to 4 months, which you'd have to do in France for short sentences. You're saying it's just a slap. You know, yeah, I mean, it's not like a slap is okay. Jesus Christ. Why the fuck would he say that? Yeah, that is dodgy. Fuck that guy then. I didn't know that. Didn't he used to coach Ngannou as well? Or am I wrong there? Already went over this, but holy shit, Volk doing 25. Yeah, we were touching on it earlier, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh my god, I love it. I love it, man. Yeah, let's leave the Russian beef, guys. Let's leave that. Whatever's going on in the women's bantamweight, the science different. I don't know, man. I mean, that's what you get when the GOAT fucking retires, right? I mean, I think bantamweight, like the two heavier divisions, are really in a rough spot. I think flyweights, flyweights had a bit of a renaissance. I think we can agree with that. I mean, sure, if you disagree, go for it. But I feel like flyweights had a bit of a renaissance. Even with Shevchenko, arguably she should have won the belt back. But flyweight's got a lot of good talent coming through now. And strawweight as well, doing great as well. I think bantamweight's just been stagnant, really, really has. And featherweight, you know, it's actually, I've never mentioned this. I've had for a long time, because obviously I did my Casuals Guide series on every division. I didn't do one on the bantamweight because I just never got around to it, and I've had it written for ages. It's kind of been a running thing. But I was planning on April Fool's Day to doing one for the featherweight division. And then the whole video, I do an intro, and then the whole video would just be crickets on a black screen. Because there's fuck all going on in there. Pastor, there he is. You got mentioned earlier. Someone was mentioning you in the chat. Then they wanted to scrap you. I wish I remembered who it was. They are still here. Please do mention it. You spot Nunes in one. I'm sure you do, mate. I would not like to fight Amanda Nunes. Can I just say, fuck that. Are you 260? I'm 260, brother. I'm 260. Fuck Bradley Martin, man. Apparently he's an all right guy. I know he plays up to it for the camera, so whatever. Clearly works for him, doesn't it? But he's a roid head, so, and he would also crush me. So, but that's why I'm shit talking him online, because I can say what I want with absolutely no repercussions. It was me making Pastor versus Abe with heavyweight title. Yes, that's what it was. No, he wouldn't. To be fair, it would take like 5 minutes before he'd gas out. You're right, Xander. I could have him. I will say I have rolled with a guy who was. Hang on, what's in kilos? Hang on a minute. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, I rolled with a guy who was about 245 pounds before. It was fucking difficult, I will say, considering I was at the time. I'm a little less now. I was about 143 pounds. And yeah, so that was fun. I could not even get my legs round him. He was that wide. What do y'all think makes a fight fun to watch? I think it's a package thing, right, Emerson? I think you got to be charismatic. You got to be well rounded. You got to be game as fuck. You got to have that dog in you. It's everything. I think that's what makes everyone so good. That's why Kevin Holland's so good, because he's always down to fight anyone. He's got a great style and he's funny as fuck. And that's why people love Kevin Holland. You know, I mean, it's same with Volkanovski. Sound guy, great style, damn fucking good at what he does. You know, and he's a good cook as well. I like watching cooking with Volk, man. Shit makes me hungry. I almost don't like watching it because it makes me fucking hungry, as I said. DJ or Jones for the GOAT? We've had this talk before. I think if you take steroids out, take steroids out of the equation, it's DJ for sure. He's a model, and as an overall, what makes a champion in terms of inside and out of the cage, it's 100% DJ because he's a model human being and a model champion. So DJ. Oh, don't ask. Oh, it's too late. Why? Oh, fuck's sake, Xander again. No, I will not have that Connor meat riding in the chat. No more, man. I can't take it. That would be too well rounded. Am I like Poatan O'Malley? Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, in terms of what makes them entertaining, I more went to what makes them that good. I think in terms of entertainment, yeah, I think it's more about on the mic, just being. You know, to be honest, you don't even have to be entertaining on the mic. I think you just have to have the right balance of being fun inside and out of the cage. You know, you don't have to. You can do your fighting. Let your fighting do the talking if you're good at fighting. You know, if you're fun to watch, you don't have to be that good on the mic. I mean, look at Shavkat. He doesn't really say shit on the mic, but everyone loves him. So, honestly, I don't know how Dane doesn't collab with Volk for his Insta Series F Fuck It Friday. Yeah, that would be great. He should collab with my co-host, Will, because shout out Will, by the way, Casual's Corner. He's probably not watching the stream, but he's we do the podcast every week, but he does a thing called Food Fires where he cooks every week. And I say, go on his Instagram page and check out the shit he makes because it's fucking unbelievable. And I can't watch him because it makes me really hungry. He eats like a horse for pay-per-views, man. Crazy what he makes. Go check it out. And I know he's actually doing one. He's planning on doing them with fighters. So he's interviewing and cooking with fighters, which I think is fucking genius. And he's got a lot of that planned down the line. So I'm sure you'll be seeing that in the future because I think it's going to do really well. Stories behind fighters make it so much more fun. Exactly. It's half of it's a narrative thing as well. I mean, there's a reason Khabib and McGregor sold so well. It's the best selling pay-per-view ever. It's because of the build-up. Volk isn't a big shit talker, probably one of the best. Exactly. He's just a model guy and he's great fucking fighter. Volk versus Casual's Corner for MMA Cook Championship. Honestly, I think Will wins it. I think Casual's Corner wins it. Seriously, if you go check out his Instagram page, I'm sure a lot of you probably follow him because he's got quite a big page on Instagram. He's got like 24K. But his stuff is to die for. You think if Volk loses to Islam, it'll make him less of a GOAT? No. I think he loses no stock by losing this. Short notice. It's a GOAT maneuver. That's GOAT shit. He's got nothing to lose. Fight/fight of the year. If Wonderboy Holland was this year, I think it was, then that or Pantoja Moreno. Number 2 or 3, whatever that was. That was a great fight. I love that one. There's some other ones. We went through this earlier. We were looking at pay-per-views, the best pay-per-views of the year, and there were some fights that jog my memory. And now I've already forgotten them again. McGregor posted about my PC, by the way. Best role model to have. I disagree with the second point majorly, but each to their own, Xander. I'm not going to stop you, mate. Would you consider Volk popular with more casual fans? Yeah, 100%. I think his greatness has just gone that far that even the casual fans know who he is. He's massive. That is debatable. How? I wonder why, Xander, mate. I mean, to be honest, that shit with his wife, I think he probably... I reckon she must know. She clearly knows, right, that he cheats on her. Do you reckon it's just like an agreement? I don't fucking... Not to mention the amount of times he's been seen coming out of like crack dens in Dublin and popping into a Range Rover. There's a lot of allegations against him now. I know it's allegations, but when there's a sheer number of them, you'd think maybe something's wrong. Maybe something's wrong. Why is the top 5 in lightweight not changed for years? It's getting repetitive. It's because you get Gaethje and Justin and fucking... What did I just say? Gaethje and Poirier and all that lot fighting each other. But they deserve to be near the top, so I can't be mad. She's making money from MMA. Yeah, exactly. I mean, fair play. She stuck with him. She was there from the start. So if that's what they do, then fair enough. I'm trying to adjust my lighting so it was a little better. It's the green screen's slowly getting worse because it's getting dark outside. I'm doing my best. Volkswagen King, 5'6", bald and still the guy. Yeah, man. Doing it for our short kings. I mean, I'm a little bit taller than him, but I still feel represented. I still feel represented. I'm 5'8", so I know the struggle. I do. If Volk wins 294, Lywell will be interesting. Mate, where the fuck do they even do? Game's going to implode, man. Is that... Yeah. I wonder what that says, Xander. I wonder, mate. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it. No one say it in chat, please. No one say it. Because you know what's going to happen. Remember that time when Darius was calling out Dustin? That is age like me. Well, yeah. That would have been a good fight. I still think it might happen, you know? We've only got Volk as dominant champ next. Right now, who's the next? I think Leon will be pretty dominant. I think I think his career will be looked back on very well. I think stylistically, he's so difficult to deal with. And the only one who really had a chance for me in that welterweight top 15 is Shemaev, and looks like that's not happening anymore. Shavkat, I think he's extremely overrated. I do. I think I think his grappling's better than his striking. Leaves his chin on the center line far too much, and if anyone's going to catch him, a guy like Leon definitely will. McGregor fast, McGregor sleep. Yeah, what a line, eh? Mentality in his rise, talking, striking personality. Doesn't trash talk. He's a very likable guy. He's good at selling. Yeah, he is good at selling. But it's stuff off the mic. Because even when he's like trash talking on the mic, like that's fine. You can push the boat out a little bit. I get it. It's part of the build up. You're trying to sell the pay-per-view, but stuff outside the cage, like punching that old dude, like that's real. That is really him, you know? You can't, that's not to sell a fight. You're beating up an old random guy in a pub. And fair play to that guy, just real quick. He took that shot well. I'm sure most of you have seen that video. Sean could be a dominant 1-2 if he can beat Morales. It's a big ask though, Craig. It's a big ask, man. I don't know. I've been thinking about that fight a lot, and I still don't know who wins it. Best thing about Volk Islam 2, we won't have to go to bed and wake up for the winner. Mate, we're blessed. We are blessed. Finally, getting a good time and event. Barrera could be a dominant light heavyweight champ. Nah, no, I don't think so. I think the wrestling his takedown defense isn't good enough. I think especially at light heavyweight, there's a lot of good wrestlers in there. And you really don't think Ankalaev absolutely does what he wants to him? I think he does. He was drunk and it was a slap. Come on, bro. No shame, bro. He does shit ton of good stuff as well. Yeah, there's a good saying in there somewhere. I don't know off the top of my head, but you can do one good thing, doesn't overshadow all the shit stuff he's done. I mean, inside the cage, I love watching him. You know, it'd be fun. I mean, mainly because I want to see him lose, but you're gonna tune in if McGregor's there. Let's be real. That's just how it is. And as I said, as Ayeko says, you know, if he's on UFC 300, best believe I'm fucking watching. You know, even if I want to see him lose. This will happen only 2-3 times a year. 2 UK cards, 1 UAE card. No, but we had the Paris one, George. We had the Paris one. That was only recent. You want to see him lose? Of course I want to see him lose, mate. I think he talks a big game, and I don't like it. I just don't like how he's been in the last few years, you know? And mainly also in part because his fans are fucking insufferable, man. That's more of it. Don't talk about him like that, Bobby. Mate, you can express your opinion, man. First double champ. Yeah, he was. I won't deny him that. I will not deny him that. But we're long past that era, mate. I think we all have to accept it. We're long past that era. Got that was forgettable for me. Yeah, it was all right, wasn't it? I mean, no, I think the crowd was crazy though. In the Saint Denis fight, oh my god, that crowd was nutty. Then it sort of died down, but you know, it was a good time. You want to see Spivak fight? Paris card doesn't count. Yeah, I like Spivak. Obviously, he's not the best, but you know, he had a good chance against Khan. Gifted that shot, but he did make the most of it. Yeah, if you're talking about the Diaz Alvarez fight. No, I agree. That's kind of what spearheaded the beef. With Khabib. No, I kind of like you, so I won't talk shit. Nah, it's fine. You can say what you want, bro. I know you're joking. It's fine. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm kind of indifferent to McGregor. I don't have a huge dislike for him, but kind of just like, I just don't like some of the things he does. And I think there's a lot of guys who deserve shots who won't get them and get past because McGregor will just burst back onto the scene. Walker left hanging as the only Brazilian on the main card. Holy shit, you're right. The thing is, Johnny Walker's got every chance on it. Takes on Fravolo versus Saint Denis. That's my potential fight of the year, Jules. Hi, by the way. I love that fight. I love it. I think that's just perfect matchmaking. It's just you're just asking for just a straight barn burner, are you not? You know? Conor comes back and wins the title welterweight, then I'll actually be happy, I can't lie. No, I would rather that not happen at all. Purely because I love Leon, you know? Oh my god. There's no way that would ever happen. But if Leon could ever fucking fight McGregor, I mean, I naturally think Leon Edwards dog walks in. But if somehow McGregor would win that, I would probably cry. And the only time I've come close to crying at the UFC was when Leon was having his post-fight speech at 278. That was a real big moment. And it was powerful. I was defending that man for so long. So it was quite a cathartic thing. For him, obviously, more than me. What do you think Walker's changed in the way he approaches to a fight? Approaches fight to have gone on the win streak. I don't know, brother. He's just himself, isn't he? He's just Johnny Walker. The matchup is horrendous for him, but Johnny Walker is Johnny Walker, so you never fucking know. Leon about to jump off a bridge of lambs. Yeah, a cliff might be better, George. Maybe into a pit of like piranhas, eels. I don't know. Snakes. I'll take anything. McGregor sparks Leon is better striking, and the grappling is the same. No. Leon's got better striking than McGregor. And also, Leon is gigantic compared to Conor. Gigantic. And he's a better grappler too. Leon's grappling is severely underrated. Who's replacing Costa? We've been talking about this, Axel. Hi as well, by the way. Welcome. I don't know if anything's been confirmed, but Usman seems to be in the rumor mill. Or Whitaker, I've heard as well. Someone said in the chat. I know apparently Vittori turned it down. Again, this is kind of all hearsay. Nothing concrete yet. Leon wins against Colby, defends against Bilal, gets dogged up by Shavkat. No, I think he beat Shavkat as well. I do. 0 head movement from the Kazakhstani. Lol, Conor is more likely to get the title in WWE than a welterweight. Yeah, I agree. Gonna head out. Appreciate the stream. I appreciate you, Emerson, mate. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate every one of you that comes by. I really do. All the Dagestani meat riders have been calling Charles a coward and pull out Vera. I mean, you're gonna get that. I think, as I've said this before. I think just like McGregor fans and like Dagestani Khabib Makhachev fans are the two. They're just as bad as each other, you know. Better striking than McGregor, yeah, 100%. Leon has got some of the best striking in the whole sport. His distance management is elite level, and his frame. It's the same way I say Sean O'Malley does really well. Is because of the frame. His frame is so tall and slender that guys just struggle with him. And Leon works so well. We're still alive. Yeah, man, we're staying on for a bit longer. I'm having a great time. Oh, shit, I just absolutely smashed my mic. We're still here. We're still here. Aspinall O'Malley, who's a better striker. Well, it's a different ball game at such different divisions, isn't it? I think in terms of... if I just want to strictly look at it from a heavyweight perspective, it's like... Aspinall was so much better than everyone at heavyweight. I kind of want to say Aspinall because of that, but... You can't. O'Malley is much more versatile, but that's purely because he has like the biological ability to do so. Aspinall can't do things O'Malley does because he's 260 pounds, you know. But the things Aspinall does at 260 pounds that other guys can't at the same weight make him that good. So I don't know. It's a difficult one to make. Volk will win. Kim Soo, hi, welcome back. I really fucking hope that is the case as well. I cannot wait, mate. I cannot wait. Charlieology, bloody fool. I know, Shiv. I know. Hi as well. I have to last one more day. I know. It's just I'm not mad though because as short notice replacements are gonna get, it's probably the best you're gonna get. Let's be real. Bilal needs to earn his spot in the Contender Series. Yeah, I know. He needs a few more fights, man. Wings as well. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome aboard. If you have been in here before, I'm sorry. I'm again. The more people come in here, I'm gonna try and remember everyone's names. If Jones retires, what fight do you make for the heavyweight title? It's easy, Jules. That's an easy one. You got it's Aspinall's Pavlovich. It's always going to be that. I think they'll definitely do that. Gaethje rejected the fight. Did he? Did he really? I mean, to be fair, I can understand Gaethje because I actually that makes sense. Yeah, well, I mean, even if he could cut, I wouldn't take the fight if I was Gaethje because he's got one more shot at the title before he retires. I think he's a few more fights in him. If he's going to get it, he wants to do it on a full camp. Aspinall versus Sergey. George, you're spitting, mate. Spitting, mate. Speaking my language. Volk didn't win. Stop it, denial, guys. He lost to 1-2-4. I agree with you. It's not denial. It was a close fight. But, yeah, I agree that Islam won. There he is. Man of the hour. Avon is back. I think we all hope Volk wins, man. Gamrot threatening was funny. I do feel for him, though. You're kind of getting passed up like that. It's peak, man. Big. Soulless Lord. Hey, Leo. First time watching the live, but love your content. Thank you, mate. I mean, this is week 2 of live streaming. We're streaming every day, every evening around like 5-6 p.m. UK time. I'm glad you're aboard, mate. I'm glad you're here. Because there's going to be a lot more of me, over the next couple of weeks and potentially, probably longer down the line. Videos hopefully continuing as usual. Had a couple of bumpy things. What do you call it? Roadblocks, bumps in the road this week. On the personal side of things, but the train doesn't stop. I've said this. We got to keep going for you guys. 1 of 4 was clear, but 2 was close. 2 was close. And you give it a draw? I mean, I don't know. I don't know about draw. Gaethje's in the BMF strip and give it to Volk. I mean, I would be happy. Volk would happily take it. I wouldn't be mad about that. Dan that you see to take Volk to take over. Of course, mate. You got to reference Connor. Reason he was paused is because the backup is there in case of a last second pullout. Yeah, I know. But I feel like it's a tricky one. You got to be in his shoes. It fucking sucks. If you're there, it fucking sucks. Volk doesn't need a BMF title. He has the real one. Yeah, he's the guy, man. To be fair, none of the BMFs have ever actually had the title, right? Or am I crazy? Actually, no. Well, Gaethje had an interim, so I guess that counts. Rip Gamrot, I know. Can fluke his last. Okay, there's the unserious shit. I thought you were genuinely being real with it. Couldn't fluke a title shot. Rest in piss, pose though. Fair enough, Evan. I mean, I would be pissed if I was him, but you know. Co-main also possibly not happening. It makes sense to bring in someone who will bring in the pay-per-views. Yeah. First triple champ, featherweight, lightweight, and BMF. Could you imagine though? Yeah, it could happen as well. It could. Because Gaethje deserves the lightweight shot. Of course he does. So let's say Volk wins. Oh my god. Could you imagine? That would be fucking sick. 4-man tournament heavyweight Aspinall Pav gone Almeida if he wins. Yeah, speaking of that, that is a nightmare matchup for Lewis, but it's Derek Lewis, man. You never know with that guy. Just throw some crazy shit and hope it lands. And that's his words, not mine. Yeah, Gaethje had into him. Volk had literally given himself the least chance of winning. I know, but that's the type of shit. He's chasing greatness, man. He is. Surgery in his hand after the year fight. More daft. Yeah, but he's chance for greatness, man. And he's not going to lose any stock if he loses. Almeida will be losing to Derek Lewis in his flying triangle. Could you fucking imagine if that went down, man? If it's Lewis, Pavlovich, Aspinall, and Garn, I don't think... No, I mean, it doesn't matter who you put in there because Aspinall beats all of them. You guys know how I feel about Aspinall. Aspinall beats all of them. But let's fucking dump a poll in there. Why not? I'm curious what you guys think. Bear with me. I should get a mod in here. I'm gonna throw that at you. Speak your minds, guys. If Volk wins, he's definitely a GOAT. Yeah, I mean, he already is. He's in GOAT conversation, right? He's definitely top 5, if you ask me. There's a girl that always says hi to me. Should I attack or no? Well, attack is a strong word, mate. It's a strong word to use. Because I don't want to say yes, and then you end up getting a fucking domestic violence charge. Or, you know, battery, whatever the fuck. Aspinall's heavyweight make my 2024. Well, yeah, me too, man. I've been saying that. I've been saying it for years, man. Since before it was the Alan Badeau fight, his second fight in the UFC, something like that, and then obviously he fought on Fight Island as well. That was his debut, I think. Fight. Maybe I'm wrong there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he fought. It was the one against Arlovsky, which I've said this before, when he just locks up that rear naked choke so quick. It's like holy shit, and that win aged so well because Arlovsky was just turning back time and beating people like nothing, and Aspinall still dog walked him. Nah, Pavlovich doesn't starch him, brother. Come on, Aspinall moves like Apollo Creed in there, and he's 260 fucking pounds. There ain't no way. Aspinall absolutely dog walks him. He'll get it to the mat and sub him. British bias. Yeah, Jules, of course. I'm unashamed. Of course it's British bias. Of course it is. But he is that good. It's bias, but it's perfectly valid bias. The guy's unbelievable. And I know, I just watched the Tybura fight, and irrespective of how good Tybura is or not, just watch how Aspinall just approaches the fight and the way he moves, and tell me he's not going to be a heavyweight champion. I just don't see it. I don't see how you can't say he's going to be the heavyweight champion. Yeah, the loss of base is unfortunate. The thing is, I think it's made him better. He said before how he's such a better fighter, and I truly believe him. Yeah, he's the future heavyweight, Krager. Completely, mate. Better kickboxing than Garn. Yeah. He's better everywhere than Garn. He's better than everyone in that division. I'm so passionate about this. He beats John Jones, and I don't care what anyone says. He beats everyone in that division, and he will go down as the greatest heavyweight of all time. I'm sorry. Yeah, I echo, mate. I'm saying it. He beats Jones like it's nothing. He absolutely does. I think Jones knows Jones will not fight Aspinall. That's why he's retiring. And that's fair enough. He's entitled to retire. You know, Jones has done everything in the sport, but I think Aspinall beats him. Completely beats him. Speaking of dogs, how about he steps on and takes Hamza on short notice? Instant title shot if he wins. And I think his trash talk is not cringy. I mean, that's a ballsy move. I'll respect him if he does, but I think he needs to take some time off for the mental side of things, realistically. Aspinall beats Jones. Volk won against Traslam. That's an interesting new way of calling him. I can't speak today, guys. I'm sorry. I know what you mean, though. Come back at future dominant champs. Aspinall is one of them. 100%. He will go down as the greatest heavyweight. 100%. Gil Burns leaking Usman versus Shemaev. Yeah, I saw that. We were talking about this earlier. That's why looks like Usman seems to be the front runner. Come on, leave the boss bias out. I'm British, but come on, Jones can do it. No. You've got to remember, Jones is the greatest, but let's be real. He is a human being, and it catches up to everyone in this game, and he's got a lot of mileage on him. Aspinall is the guy, and I will put my money where my mouth is when it comes to that. If that miraculously that fight ever gets made and Jones doesn't retire, I will put my money where my mouth is and say that Aspinall wins, and I'll put a lot of money down on it because I've never been more confident on that. I've never been more confident on a man getting a belt. And I'm glazing him so hard, and I don't care. Pisto Pete. Finally made it to a live. Welcome, brother. I'm glad. We're having a great time in here. This has probably been the best stream so far. Been a lot of fun. I'm glad you're here. Usman Shemaev sick fight. Yeah, it's great fun. I'm good to see how Usman does. You betting on Volk? I don't know, man. It's a close one. I probably won't. I tend to only bet when I'm very confident, and I'm not confident on that. Can Tom become a double champ, maybe down to light heavyweight because he's a small heavyweight? No, he's massive heavyweight, mate. You kidding me? No. Nah. I don't think he would ever move down. Usman wins, he deserves a title shot? No. Not if you lose to Leon twice. He needs 1 or 2 more wins. Sick fight for Shemaev. Yeah, it works for him, doesn't it? I think the age is, again, it's an age thing. Usman's older. I think he's over the hill now. Volk is going to, hey, pause, Pete. Pause, man. I ain't even reading the rest of that out. Hurricane Jones going to make Cuba homeless, bro. You hate to see it. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. If Joe wins, I won't be able to stream for you guys. I'll put that amount of money down on Tom. Honestly, though, if Tom's not the favorite, I generally will be surprised. I'm seeing what no one else is seeing, but I don't know. As heavyweight goes, he's not that big, bro. No, he is big. He's not fat. He's just so lean despite his weight. He's all muscle. He's just got the perfect frame. That's why he's able to move so fast. I'm sorry, he is the perfect heavyweight. He's got like a super team of guys because it's like known in the MMA space that sparring at heavyweight is really difficult to do because you can't get guys who are the right size because there's just such a rarity. Aspinall was like, him and his dad have cultivated like a super team, all to get Tom over the line and becoming a champ. And I'm so certain he beats everybody there. Because realistically, heavyweight is actually quite shallow. And, you know, there's only a few guys that you can even consider could even beat Aspinall. Let's be real. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say Jones doesn't have a chance. I just think Tom's going to win. But if you actually look at who's in there, I'm just going to get the fucking tab up. Like, Garn, Pavlovich, and Blades are probably the only guys in that division who could have a chance of beating him. The rest don't even have a shot, in my opinion. Almeida doesn't have a shot. He's too small, and Aspinall's grappling's too good. Call me a hater, but Tom's striking is worse than Garn, and his BJJ might not be better than Jelson. Nah, I think his striking is better than Garn. I think his distance management is better. He's got more skin in the game than Garn. But I think Garn's notoriously not good at grappling defensively. Jones exposed that, and Tom will definitely expose that. I think Aspinall knows on striking it's close. He's not stupid. He would take that to the mat if that fight goes. And so I think Aspinall would take him down. I think that would be a easy submission win for Tom. What am I on? I'm on that good shit, brother. I'm on that good shit. I'm on that Aspinall pack, mate. Derek lands a shot. He can sit anyone's lights out, bro. Yeah, of course. It's heavyweight. Everyone's got a puncher's chance. That's the dangers of it. But I think technically Aspinall's just miles better. Easy submission is crazy. Is it? I'm down with these hot takes. I don't think I think this is a cold take. I'm sorry. You really telling me Garn's grappling defensively is good? No, it's not, man. That Aspinall is an elite level in BJJ. And I'm riding Aspinall. I don't care, brother. I don't care. Because I'm right. You're really telling me Garn doesn't get subbed in that fight? Oh, you thought I meant John? Oh, yeah. No. Hot takes, right? I got to change the thought. Yeah, true, but I like the name, you know, everyone, Volkanovski's the man of the hour right now, so it gets more people clicking. Aspinall's a problem. Thanks, Pete. You're spitting, my brother. I'm glad you're with me. Right, National, yeah, bro, all day. Unashamed, bro. Unashamed glazing. What about my BJJ? I think I can roll with you, no experience. Okay, and go the distance. I see, every time I read your message, I'm like, oh, something sincere. And then I look at your name, and then I realize you're just about to not say anything sincere. And goes, because I'm over 260. Honestly, if you were over 260 miraculously, you probably would beat me because weight does have a factor. And I've only been training for 9-10 months. Debate McGregor versus Aspinall. Epic debate. Yeah, who's the biggest glazer? Me or Xander? Pound for pound, Leon or Tom? Let's see. I ride the harder. Tom. I mean, not now. Obviously, Leon now because Leon's the champ. That's just a fact thing. But down the line, give it a few years. I think Tom will have a bigger legacy on the sport than Leon will, and I love Leon. But I think just because and that's mainly because the talent pool at heavyweight is not as deep. So I think he has a better chance of trying a real big title sort of run. 100%. Yeah, you're a big Aspinall fan. 100%. I'm this confident I'm wrong. Last time I was this confident was 284 and Volk lost. Yeah, but that was always going to be a tough fight. I don't think Aspinall versus pretty much most guys in that division are tough. It's a tough fight for him. Because stylistically, he's good everywhere. He's the most well-rounded heavyweight in that division. And the reason I don't say Jones is because of that he's not a natural heavyweight and he's slower. And you honestly, I know it was 15 seconds against Garn, but you can't tell me he didn't look a bit sloppy in that first 15 seconds. On the feet, he kind of did. That natural, when you're a natural heavyweight and you can move like Aspinall does, you have such an inherent advantage over someone like Jones. Because I know Jones weighs the same, but he's not natural. He's carrying all that extra baggage and he's not used to it. So I think on the feet, Aspinall has a massive advantage in there because it's a heavyweight. McGregor and Aspinall, what in terms of a poll for it? In terms of who's better fighter? It's a difficult one to compare, isn't it? You know, like in what way? You know, like do you want it in terms of like who's got a better, who's gonna have a better legacy by the end of the who would win? Wow. I mean, sure, your funeral, brother. I swear, you guys are gonna fucking troll me, man. Can't believe I'm bending to this level right now. I really am doing this. So you're trying to get people to go to war with you, man. Aspinall versus Fedor, better legacy. I mean, Fedor right now, of course. Fedor's one of the greatest to do it. Probably the best guy to ever not fight in the UFC. Yeah, here we go. I can see the fucking numbers changing. But this, I mean, it's just obviously I'm talking hypotheticals, and it's heavyweight, so who fucking knows, man? But you know, every time I look at Aspinall fighting, he looks so much better. I mean, it's all even more impressive the fact he had such one of the worst injuries you can ever get in this game. And he still looked so much better than he did in his last fight, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just think when you look at Tom's just ability and everything he's doing right in this game, and I know it's mega glazing, and I'm just gonna die on the hill because he's just so levels above. Heavyweight, you don't need much to be a decent heavyweight. But but you're gonna get shown up by guys like Tom because they are so dedicated to rounding out their game absolutely everywhere, which a lot of guys in that division just aren't going to do. Like for Tai Tuivasa, like I love Tai, but he's never going to win a belt in my opinion because I mean he might do. This is the fight game, but just that he doesn't have the well-rounded game that guys like Tom do. Same with Derek Lewis. I don't think Derek Lewis will ever win a belt purely because I know six-pack Lewis, and I pray that continues. But you know, you know what I'm saying. I hope Conor does actually win his comeback fight because that man is what got me into this sport, and seeing him injured actually makes me upset. Well, he got a lot of guys into the sport, but I think he's fallen off a cliff in terms of his credibility. You look at the whole body. His only notable... Nah, I knew this was going to happen. Don't get me wrong, I knew this was going to happen. His only notable win against Volkov, I mean, straight arm locking Volkov in itself is crazy. In the first round, are you kidding me? Volkov is one of the most durable heavyweights there is. He's only been finished 5 times in his career. Not even just in the UFC. In his career, he's only been finished 5 times. And Tom arm triangled him like it was... No, arm triangled? Fucking, I can't speak. Straight arm locked him, which from half guard, which in itself is fucking difficult. You know? And he made him look like a child. 6'7", Ivan fucking Drago Volkov. You know? And that's his nickname, Drago. You know, that no one's doing that to Volkov. And that win has aged really well as well. Volkov looked insane in his last few fights too. So, you can always talk about these ifs and buts, obviously, but to say he's not going to get a belt for me is just complete ignorance. I think if you watch him fight, watch all his fights and watch the tape, you just see how much better he is. I don't care who wins at 294 as long as Volk doesn't get finished. Yeah, man. If Volk gets finished, I think I'll cry, George. I really will. It'll break me down. Volkov's not an average journeyman, man. He's beaten a... Come on, brother. He's beaten who's who in that division. He's an OG of the game. You can't disrespect Volkov like that. He's been around the block and then some. No? Dan does to be top 5 chat member right now. Yeah, I know that, mate. You've exploded onto the scene. Might have to put him in his place when he comes after my spot, though. Ain't no Marav / Aljo type deal. I'll take the fight. I like to see it, guys. It's like a... I'm trying to think of another fight that you could compare that to. I don't know, but I'd pay for it, guys. I'd pay for you two to scrap, you know. On the lack of the depth in the heavyweight roster, kind of put an asterisk if he does go on a run. Well, yeah, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it, Axel? You know, because that's what I said about... you know, it's just tricky balancing act because, you know, you don't want your legacy to be full of like cans, if you want to call it that. I wouldn't say anyone at heavyweight's a can because it's always going to be inherently dangerous that high, you know, that high weight class. But in terms of ability, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a tricky one to balance. Compared to McGregor Aldo, it's going to be over in 30 seconds. You know what? I'm going to make my prediction. Volk by late finish, he gets the job done. I'm glad, you know, you know what? I can't even speak, boys. This is rough. What I'm wondering is what Lucas Tracy says, because the moment he says his pick, you know what's going to happen. But George, I hope for your sake you're right, and I hope for my sake too, because that would be a moment. Does Tom have a nickname? No, he doesn't. I think he's just Tom Aspinall. Kind of rolls off the tongue nicely. Doesn't need it. Sorry, the glazing is so fucking raw, and unashamed. If you had to rank all your loyal ones in Xander in the top 10 rank in UFC style, no, I can't do that, guys. Listen, either way, it's irrespective because, you know, when we've got hundreds of people in here down the line, you guys are the OGs, so it doesn't matter. You're all important to me. I mean that. And I know I can never really... I will say, I'm going to be straight with you guys. Like, it's never going to be a level where I can connect with you, like, personally, because, you know, to that level. Because obviously, this is an online thing, but this is as close as we can get right now. So, you know, and I really do appreciate you guys all being in here. I really do. Remember me, McGregor will coach me one day. I'll remember it, Xander. I will, man. No, I can't rate you guys. I wouldn't. Anyway, yeah, that's not a good thing to do. But I mean, I appreciate you guys always, as I said. They're not cans, but it does lack the talent. Yeah, I agree. The other divisions have IMO, but because you can compensate it with power, you don't need all the technical ability. Worst nickname in the UFC. Remember the name. Yeah, honestly, Belal is up there. It's fucking shite. It really is. But how do you wake up one day and go, I'm going to be an MMA fighter? And then you go, yeah, let's book it. Remember the name. I mean, he's not wrong, though. We remembered the fucking name or the nickname because it's fucking shit. But, you know, I can't think of much worse than that. Who's, our Soldier of God's great, though. If you're talking about good ones. Yoel Romero, that's a sick nickname. Why not? Let's make it happen. I'm going to fight in the UFC. I'm for real. Let's do a podcast when I'm there. Fuck it. Why not, brother? You never know. Oh, Cookie Monster. No, I've got it. That's good. It's good. Caitlin Shukagan. Blonde fighter. That is the worst. That is the worst by a mile. Shite name. Fucking shite. Assassin Baby. No, I like that. I like Assassin Baby. I think it's quite good. Blonde fighter is awful. Caitlin Shukagan. Undisputed. Undisputed deadest nickname. She's flyweight. She fought Shevchenko and got battered back in the day. Forever a perennial contender in that division. Blonde fighter, bruh. Yeah, we know. Like, you don't need to give it your nickname. Fucking hell. It's awful. Glad I remembered that. Nah, for real, I'm training for MMA fights and go to the UFC. I'm not joking about that. Are you? I mean, if you're not trolling, then go for it, brother. Seriously. I mean, if you're not, chase it, brother. That's what I did with this, and look where we are. You know, year in and we're here. Pretty crazy. Brandon's is terrible, but he can make it so good if he just moves it around. But yeah, babyface assassin. Yeah, yeah. No, I think it would be a little bit better if you swapped it around. I agree. You're not trolling? Go for it, mate. Seriously, go for it. It's a ballsy thing, and I respect it. Because people are gonna say that people are gonna tell you it's a waste of fucking time, and it's just a complete, you know, long shot. Fuck that. And I mean that. I'm not even taking the piss. I go for it because I had so many people telling me the same fucking thing with this. And, you know, we're only a year in and we've already come so far. So go for it. Because people will tell you, use that to fuel you. That's what I did. Without sounding a bit fucking, you know, preachy on it. I mean that, because you use all the people who are saying it's a waste of time and just let that fucking drive you, because that's what I did. Too many babyface assassins already. Is there? Who's called that? A lot of top UFC fighters started at an older age than me. I don't care. People say it's not possible. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. I think Volk started only training at 26. 23 or 26, something like that. Black Beast is cold. Yeah, it's a good one, brother. I'm taking your lunch money and your and the shoes as well. The disrespect. Book it. I'll note it down. I'll note it down. The champ has a name as the worst. Oh, Naxu, what's good, brother? But that's not a nickname. That doesn't count. Yeah, Volk started so late. I'm thinking he's got that natural ability in it. And I'm not saying you don't. That sounds like it's implying you don't. I never said that. Listen, you need to be in not just this, but in YouTube, in anything where it goes against the grain. You need to be absolutely so deluded in the fact that it's going to work and that you're going to do well. And that will keep you going. That's all you need. You need to be absolutely deluded that you're going to do it. Because it allows you to just disregard what everyone else is fucking saying. Which is what works for me. Seriously, I'm back in the day. I think it was around November this time last year. I was on 64 subscribers. And I remember sitting with my mates at uni and shit, and there was a lot. Some of them were just saying, I was really happy with that, and a lot of people were saying it was just pointless, and I just didn't care. And then 2 months later, I'd hit 1,000, and then what is that? 8 or 9 months later, we're at fucking nearly 12K. Wild ride, guys. This is what I mean. Wild ride. Gonna need them when you're walking back with a broken body and spirit, mate. You're not letting up, are you, man? Easy money, send contract. Send me a location, brother. Send me a location. I'm basically the English and ginger Volk lad. Don't try me. You got that short and stocky frame. What do you do with Izzy when he returns? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a weird one. I like him. I think he's fought most of the guys at middleweight, hasn't he? But he'll probably get a tune-up fight, I imagine. Someone a little bit lower down. The Lidze, maybe. I don't know. Oh, hello, Fergus. How you doing, mate? In 6 years' time, we're gonna do a podcast about it. Yeah, maybe we will, mate. Maybe we will. Yeah, if you're on the main stage, fuck it. We'll get it on. Do it. Do you intend to update your casuals guide like every year? Yeah, I had that as a plan, sort of thing. They help you get into the UFC. I'm glad. That's why I made them. Yeah, that has always been on my plan. Like whether I do it every year or not, I don't know what I title it. Maybe I just title it the same thing and then just put old in the titles of the old ones, and maybe do it again. So yeah, I've definitely, because obviously the game moves so quick. So yeah, that's definitely been on my radar of doing, because that's a lovely little run of content I can just do, and I know you guys are all going to enjoy it. Well, I don't know, but I'd hope you guys are all going to enjoy it. When I'm older, I'm going to introduce new MMA fans to your channel. Why not do it now? You not got any friends who are into MMA? Because if that's true, I know the fucking pain, man. I do. I was in the sand mines with Ngannou. I got that sand mine strength, bruv. Super necessary shots on corpses like Ngannou. Yeah. You got to do your trips. How many times did it take him to get into fucking Morocco? Crazy. Oh, you're the casual guy. Yeah, that is me. Yeah, you have seen them. Yeah, that's my videos. There you go. Yeah, they are mine. I did them. They blew up. They were the things that blew the channel up really back in the day. And then I've kind of kept going with it, but I've delved into more specific things. But yeah, that's my thing. If you want to call it that. That sounds a bit fucking cunty, but yeah, that is my thing. Could just title them the same, but 2024 update 25. Yeah, but I don't think it's not as clickable if you type it like that. I think just having it as Casual's Guide to the Blank Division. That's why it was simple and it just works. So I'll probably keep it the same and just retitle the old ones. I didn't know this was you. Well, now you do, mate. Which ones did you see? Do you remember? Which old ones are you talking about? Because obviously I've done quite a lot of new ones in that. Casual's Guide to Glazing Out to Win. I might have to do it. I might have to do it for a members only thing. Which is shout out. Ibrahim was my first member, and he was over the moon about it. And I haven't seen him since. I want to see that guy in it. What a legend. I might have to do that. But Guide to Glazing Aspinall. Yeah, best rivalries. That's a great one. That's really good. I'm gonna keep that down. It'll be 1 hour long. Yeah, it would be. I would never shut up. Do you have other video concept ideas coming? I mean, I have a sort of semi cohesive list in my head / not of shit I want to do. A lot of stuff I've already got written and I just haven't got around to making. Like I've had an Alex Pereira video, like sort of half documentary video written for like 2 months, and I haven't just gotten around to it. Same with my Oliveira one. Remember when I saw your channel, I had like 6 videos in my recommended feed, mate. I aim to provide. You got to appease the game. I'm glad the algorithm was blessing you with my content. Casual guide to Tom Aspinall, just to be 20 minutes of Leo sucking off Tom. Yeah, for real. I mean, my first video was on him, so I am the CEO of Glazing, the man. He would be one of the podcast guests I really would love to get on. So down the line, guys, down the line. Yeah, I love that idea of rivalries in MMA though. That's a good one. Lineal champions. That's a good idea. I tell you what, I'm gonna quickly just do a notepad right now and just write some of these down because sometimes I need your guys. My mind just draws a blank, and I love that's a great one. MMA rivalries, I really do. Honestly, I probably will do that. Love video on lineal champions. Yeah, as I said, yeah, that's a good idea too. Why haven't the fans shout on Ricky Glenn for the blatant glove grab? Yeah, that was rough, wasn't it? I saw that. It was a bad. He did grab the glove, right? Or am I crazy? Rise of McGregor. Stop. No, Xander. It's not happening. I will say he is in the thumbnail of my next video, but so you can have that. That's a little sort of bite for you. You can have. Lineal Champions was done recently by another channel. Was it? See, I mean, thing is, it doesn't really matter if other channels do the same content. That's fine. Like, let's be real. Other channels have done Mythical Fighters videos before. It doesn't matter. I did it in my own way. I did it with my own style, and I did a new version. And that's why I did well. It's not. You don't have to be original in this game. You just got to do things your way and do them a bit better. Obviously, that is subjective, but I did it how I thought I could do it best, and that's why they did well. So, it's not just about the idea as well. It's about packaging and all that stuff, thumbnails, titles. Oh, it's a bit of a thing. Van versus Leo in a BJJ match for the Glazing title. Yeah. Tatted Dan Hooker could be a mythical fighter if he wins some more. Did he get a tat? Am I crazy? How late am I to that? I don't remember him getting a tat. That's news to me, Craig. But that's a good one. If he wins some more. Obviously, he beat Puelles. Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he? Didn't he? He beat Puelles, the fucking knee bar merchant. Casual guide to MMA disciplines. Yeah, I have got that down, but I don't know how to title it. That's probably a good way of putting it. I'm gonna put that down as well. Because that's been on my radar for a while as well. Go on, Misfits. I will legit box. I would love to down the line. I don't think I have that clout right now on like a personal level because obviously my channel has been faceless for a while, and it still is. It's just obviously the live streams aren't, and I want to connect with you guys. I never didn't use my face for any sort of other reason. It was just for the sake of my content. I didn't need it, So I was like, but I do want to connect with you guys, as I said. So the live stream is the best way to do that. Garner was the lineal weight. I just butchered that. Lineal middleweight champ. Is he? It's probably a long ass string there, which makes you right. His calf tatsi's on a win streak, I think. Yeah. I mean, he beat. Yeah, the Jalen Turner comeback was incredible, wasn't it? Guide to post UFC careers. That's a shout. Guide to MMA YouTube. I like that as well. Thing is, that's kind of in its own sort of microcosm, I don't know. The day I get on, the day I get on one of those tier lists is the day I know I've made it. I keep seeing people making tier lists of YouTubers. We'll get there. I'm sure we'll get there one day. Shout out to Mixed Martial Academic as well, by the way. That guy commented on my video, and I'm on his subscriber list on his channel, which is only about 12 people. I'm very privileged to be on there. So I know he's not here, well, unless by some miracle, but I do appreciate that. Shout out to the academic. He's a goat of the game. A lot of good channels on that list, by the way. If you go on his subscribe list, there's about 12 channels on there. Some of the best guys in the game. Some OGs. Napoleon Blown Apart, Jack Slack, OGs, man. Go check them out if you haven't. Gotta plug the OGs of the game. MMA and mixed martial. That's the thing. It's a good abbreviation, but it kind of confuses me. Academic and Leo Cooper collab coming soon. Yeah, I mean it might do. I'm definitely up for it. For sure. I mean, again, I'd love to collab with most guys. I know I said Kindle, who does, he's closing on 1,000 subscribers. He's obviously a bit of a smaller channel, but he makes good content, really consistent, posts a lot. We're going to get him on the pod at some point down the line. What will happen with the Weasel when he does a face reveal? Has he not done one? I'm surprised by that. I don't know. I don't think, thing is, I've never thought about, like, I could, if I really wanted to, I could have made a face reveal, big fucking thing about it. What was the fucking point? Who cares? Like, for one, no one cares. And two, it's like, You're just inviting extra pressure and people to insult you and take the piss out of you, and inviting that self-conscious bullshit on you. Like, just make it not a thing. Who cares, man? Like, such a fucking superficial thing. I just got on the live stream and just went for it. You know, it don't really matter. Casual's Guide to Dagestani Fights. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one too. I'll keep it down. I'm literally writing this down right now. I don't know if you can hear my key clicks, but yeah. But the thing about I was gonna say about the just doing face splits. Yeah, as I said, I think it just blows shit out of proportion. You don't need to do it. I think like what Guru did with the beanie, that's clever because that's his brand. I think that's a real smart thing to do. I just don't think you need to make a big deal out of it. Casual's Guide to Double Champs. It's a bit specific. Yeah. Actually, yeah. The more I think about it, I like it. You know, I'm gonna bring them all down. I'm gonna write them all down. I like these guys. Honestly, some of these will probably make it as videos, and I'm not just saying that to be nice. I really do mean it. No, it is good. It is good. It's just about how you package it. Because as soon as you say the title, I'm instantly visualizing thumbnail and shit. So it's an instant like response thing for me. Casual Guide to MMA organizations, entire history up to now, mate. That would be like 2 hours long. I don't know. Doesn't favor my style. Double champs. Oh, fucking hell. You're right. I did. I want to shout in that video. Mention something. Yeah, I'll gladly give you a link if that does happen. Casual Guide to Leo Cooper. Fuck it. Why not? Innit? Double champs and 2 division champs. Yeah, there's actually a lot of misconception with that, to be fair. There really is. A lot of people get confused. I remember when every time I mention someone becoming a double champ and they're like, I say, oh, they're 1 of 4. It is still 1 of 4. Like, oh no, BJ Penn did it. John Jones did it. No. I mean simultaneous double champ. You know what I mean? 2 division champ and double champ are 2 different things. Now is McGregor, of course. Of course it would be. Listen, I don't necessarily like McGregor, but I'm not stupid. I got to get people to click, man. It would go hard for a thumbnail for sure. Izzy versus Pereira rivalry in depth. Yeah, it's been done. That's the thing. It's been done. I mean, I kind of did go in depth. I did an Adesanya documentary a while back, and that was my first documentary style video. I really sort of switched up the editing style, and I'm really proud of that video. So if you haven't seen that, I'd very much go and look at it. So I went in depth on that, and I did in the Pereira video, which I've already written, sort of half written. If Zan's getting a shout, I'm getting like 5. Yeah, I'll probably put it in the description or something, or I'll pin it in the comment, something like that. Did you do a rivalry one yet? No, I can't remember. Have I? I don't know. Ivan, what's good, man? How are you? Good to see you again. No, I don't think I have. It's a good idea though. That's actually a good one. Oh no, someone recommended that. No, I've got that written down here. That's why I was getting confused. Yeah, I love that's probably my favorite idea. I like the idea of doing rivalries because there's so many good options there. Casual's Guide to Proper 12. I really want to try Dustin's hot sauce though. You know, I do. It looks good. I'm not a hot sauce guy, but I do want to try it. Instead of Izzy Pereira, do something like Edgar Maynard, overlooked bangers of a trilogy. Yeah, that's a great one. Thing is, as much as I would love to do stuff like that, I need to find the line of something I'm passionate about, but also something that people are actually going to watch. Do you know what I mean? Because if something doesn't do well, then it feels like it's a lot of wasted time. And you know, I've got to keep the lights on somehow. Obviously, I know I'm not earning enough money from YouTube for it to really be a proper thing anyway. I still earn a fair bit, but it's a tricky one. No, Ivan, I did, man. I said hello. I did. I feel bad, man. It was good. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being here. Cash Guide to Trash Talking, different styles. Well, there's not really yeah, it's how do you differentiate that though? It's a good one though. Best trash talking moments, maybe. I like that. Same sort of thing. Yeah, every YouTuber did Izzy Pereira. Yeah, it was that shit. If we're talking about glazing, that's some glazing. Analyzing the evolution of McGregor's fighting style. I mean, I touched on it in the Mythical Fighters one. I mean, I've done 2. I did karate stance and motivated McGregor, so I kind of I've already sort of been through that. Yeah, Casual's Guide to P3. Or you're just saying it? You're just doing a John Anik moment? You're just doing a quick play-by-play advertisement? Video on best beltless fighters. Yeah, that's good. Anthony Johnson. Dustin Poirier's probably got a shout, even though he won the interim one, so I don't know if you count that. Speaking of Rumble Johnson, the reason I mention him is because he's in the weight cut video as well. That man made 170 back in the day. Conor McGregor, epic feuds and rivalries in the UFC. Yeah, that's a good one. UFC comeback, still the king. Yeah. No. I can tell. No, this is ChatGPT, and I know it is. You're not catching me lacking right now. I know this is ChatGPT. I know it is. I fucking know it because I've experimented with this shit before, and they're always awful, and they're always like that. Top 10 MMA moments. Yeah, that's a classic pick as well. That's always one. That's always a viable option. I know that's ChatGPT. You're not catching me lacking. I know it is. Yeah, zombie in the beltless ones. Yeah, that's a good one. Cult hero, man. I know it's ChatGPT. I know it is. Zombie versus Max. Yeah, what a fight, brother. I caught you lacking, brother. I know. I use the Portuguese names. What, in terms of like titles or? Oh no, Borrachina was Paulo Costa. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you would, wouldn't you? Makes sense. Maybe a video of your opinion of dominant champs, toughest title challenges. Yeah, how would you package that though? That's what I always think of first is how you package the video in terms of title and thumbnail. I mean, because the video idea can be sick, but if you don't package it right, people aren't going to click. And it's sad that that's how it is, but it does the heavy lifting. You got to get people to click first. You got to get their foot in the door before they actually sit and stay. So, how would you package that? Yeah, McGregor's a thumbnail. I mean, that's a given, brother. I'm always up for doing that. Listen, there's no morals when it comes to thumbnails. As much as I don't like McGregor. You confused against who was Maradino? Yes, that's right. Yeah, no, you are right. I always forget the Portuguese names. Maybe by eras. Your color scheme also is pretty nice in the eyes. Yeah, I'm glad you think that. If that's actually a sincere comment from you, Maven, I do appreciate that. I did quite a rebrand. I'd always had the color sort of scheme, but I never really implemented it into my thumbnails as much. If you scroll back and look at my old ones, I haven't changed some of the thumbnails there. You know, a lot of them are inconsistent. They have a consistency, but they're not that good. So I've decided to rebrand, and I'm glad you like that. From king to a crack. Yeah, that's actually a good one. It'll probably get me demonetized though. I couldn't have that. Biggest MMA downfalls. Yeah, I like that too. It's on the list. It's on the list, George. It's on the list. Yeah, I'm glad you like the branding. I do appreciate that because I was trying to build consistency because that's good. Having good branding is key for you know, brands, getting people to work with you. You know, recognizable content is important. And I didn't really realize that until late. So it was more of a thing. You know, I was trying to pick up on. I'm sure you think I'm always insulting my compliments. I'm a real one. Yeah. I mean, even I don't know with you, mate. Sometimes, man. I don't know with you. I don't know how you're gonna operate. Do UFC's 5 tournament between the arrested UFC fighters and Good Samaritans? I really would because that's doing really well lately. Doesn't really fit my style of content, but I'd be fun to do it on like a live stream. But I don't have it's not out on PC. It's not coming out on PC, and I don't have Xbox or PlayStation. So I'm a PC man, and I have been for a long time. So the day UFC comes to PC, I'll be happy. Don't include that McGregor in that downfall video, or I'll find you. I can't promise anything. I can't honestly. Can't promise anything. Thing is, it would get me a lot of dislikes, but what I've learned is that dislikes actually boost it because it's a boost in engagement. It boosts your position in the algorithm anyway on the video. So you know, I'm not gonna be too mad about it. True reply bait and steroids. I can't even fucking read. He wants to have steroids body of Michael Chandler. Anyone would, man. Are you kidding me? I would want Michael Chandler. He's got one of the best physiques in MMA, and you don't need to say Leon. I already know. Every UFC title change since they started. Fuck me, that would take a long time. Yeah, I mean, as you said, it would need a lot of parts. It would be fun. I mean, the thing is, I kind of did that in my casuals original division videos in the casuals guide. I didn't do it like from the start, like the lineage, but I did like, you know, the last. I allowed people to catch up, so it was the last 4 or 5 years, and then up to the present day at the time, and then just looking ahead. So it was just like a retrospective of a sort of pocket of space in time. But I like the idea of looting lineages. It just take a long fucking time. Maybe most important moments, yeah, or iconic moments, same sort of vibe, yeah. I mean, that's always a good option. I've always thought about that. I'm gonna put it down as well. It's actually really valuable, guys. I really do mean it. I'm being seriously being sincere here. I really do appreciate these ideas because actually I've been struggling of late to figure out what to do. When fighters retire, you could do retrospective videos on their career. Yeah, for sure. That's a great one. Great idea as well. That's a good sort of format idea. Putting that down as well, George. You're charting your course here. That's the sort of line straight out of my scripts right there. I've probably said fight. I've given fighter charting their course through a division so many fucking times, and I don't care. Islam is probably going to tie the title defense record by beating the same two guys. Patted, mate. There's no shame in beating those two. I'm gonna be real. McGregor is every lightweight and featherweight champ. Who wins? Fuck me. That's a loaded question, eh? For a video as well. It'd be interesting. Best base for MMA, yeah. Thing is, I feel like I'm stuck in a corner with the Casuals Guide name. Like, and that's not a bad thing because they do well. But I have to, every time I think of a video that I like, I have to think of how I package it within the Casuals Guide title. Thoughts on women's MMA fighters that wear a shirt instead of the tank top? You root against fighters wear the shirt. I'm not surprised, Evan. JJ Aldrich is another one. I'm pretty sure she did as well. Pineapple, there he is. Volkanovski, he fucking is, brother. He is. Goat shit. Best base is wrestling. I think it probably is. It really is. Just history tells us, you know. I'm going to stay on for a few more and then I'm going to dip out. This has been a fucking great stream, guys. I will say it's been really good. Really good fun. Catcher's Guide to different fighting styles. Yeah, I mean, I've done that on sort of, I've got that written down on sort of discipline, MMA disciplines. But fight styles is a good way of putting it as well. Put that in brackets. We're not Casual's Guide. Yeah, it's not a problem. Casual Guide is your brand. Yeah, it's recognizable. No, I won't ditch it. I've thought about that in the past because I'm very impatient and I had a couple of them that didn't do well. And I was like, well, time to jump ship. Yeah, talk about Usman versus Shemaev too. I know, man. Fucking nuts. Who knows, man? This is the wild game, isn't it, Pineapple? It's just fucking crazy. JJ, the forehead off. Where's the tab? I'm not watching about. Yeah, I don't think anyone watching her fight. Let's be real. Yeah, I'm with you there, Aben. That's a take I can agree with. From you, that's a take I can definitely agree with. Yeah, what a great stream this has been, guys. Honestly, I appreciate this so much. This has been the best by far. Really good fun. Again, I'll stay on for 5-10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna try and do a bit more editing, even though I really don't feel like it. Casual's Guide to Casual's Guide videos. The process behind them for April Fools. that's not as fun. Yeah, I mean, if you are curious about the video making process, we talk about it a lot on the podcast. So, just generally speaking, in and out on it. So, you know, we go in depth on there. MMA families. Yeah, I did one on siblings. So I've already done that. Yeah, I didn't do that well, sadly. I thought that one was gonna do well. I'm still the number one fan of Adesanya. That you go do that, Ivan, man. You do that. There's no shame being a fan of Izzy. I think he's done some things which I don't agree with, but you can't deny his greatness in the cage, man. Who are the biggest glazing MMA fans? Fan bases. If the fan base of just one for Aspinall is me, then it's me. It's a good idea though as a video, actually. To be fair, it is. Title lineages, yeah, it is. It's just a long one, isn't it? As you said, it's a part. That's gonna have to be a part fucking 5 type shit. Absolute shame of being an Izzy fan. Well, inside the octagon, I don't think there is, but outside, yeah, fair enough. What means writing? It means like being a mega fan of, like too much of a fan of, you know? Like riding is meat, you know? We want to get explicit. Fucking JP can't win a fight buys. Did he? Oh yeah, I mean I don't know about that. You have to fill me in, man. You know, honestly, you guys know more about the sport than I do half the fucking time, and I'm the one making the guides. Izzy versus Hamzat catchweight. I think that goes well for Izzy. I'm gonna be real, man. Casual's Guide to Uncommon Subs. Yeah. Twisters. Yeah. Actually, here's a bit of trivia, guys. Without, I know you guys might look it up. Did someone get one recently? But do you know? I could be wrong. There's only 2 that got a twister, or maybe now 3. No, there's 3. Do you know the 3 people who got a twister in the UFC? I do, but I'm not gonna say. I'm curious if you guys know your knowledge without looking it up. You know, I know some of you might do. That's fine. Just out of curiosity, it's a bit of trivia for you. Inside the octagon, you mean the jabs and the leg kicks after from us? Yeah, I know what you're saying. But he's skill for skill. He's damn good. You can't deny it. Strickland Hamzat for the belt. Yeah, maybe. I think Drickus deserves the shot first, Marcus. Good to see you, by the way. Yeah, Zombie, TKZ. Yeah, that's 2. Is it Damian Blackshear? He's got one as well. He was the most recent one, I believe. That's the 3rd one. Yeah, but you're right about Zombie and Mitchell. I'm riding because I'm a kind of hustler. That's fair, man. You do your thing. You're entitled to your opinions. Drickus Strickland, who you got? I got Drickus. I think Drickus is still really underrated. Yeah, Blackshear. Yeah, yeah. Drickus, I think stylistically, that's a good matchup for Drickus. I think I said this before. Strickland struggled with Usman's grappling, and I know it was years ago, and I know it was at welterweight. But just if you just look at it on paper, Drickus' grappling is fucking good. His wrestling and his grappling is very good, and I think Drickus could definitely get the belt for sure. Yeah, I found it because I only see the fighter. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. I mean, that's a lot of John Jones fans. They kind of just ignore the outside of the cage thing, and that's if you want to do that, you're entitled to do that. Fittest UFC fighters. make them all make to troll horny MMA fights. Yeah. That'd be clickbait central. Any top 5 versus Strickland, the champs in the Do you think so? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, I think him versus Cannonier, they already fucking fought. What am I talking about? That was a close fight though. I don't know. Him versus Whitaker, I think, is actually quite tough for Rob, and I love Rob. It's just because the Philly shell, man, it works really fucking well for him. Damn, we got 17 people in here. This is fucking nuts. Where do you think they will make UFC 300? MSG or T-Mobile? Well, I don't know if you've seen the shit about the Sphere, right? The Vegas Sphere. They've been looking at that. That looks like fun, right? I know they've been looking at doing that. How sick would that be? Fucking McGregor headlining or some shit. I know that would be cool, man. I can't lie. Kron Gracie's actually a genius. He would. Yeah, I mean, it just shows you that he was behind the times a little about it. Yeah, it would make you soy when it comes to the big league. That is the make or break for you, isn't it? If someone's soy, they're never coming back for you. In your opinion, is it? That's the Xander effect on the stream. Yeah, man, causing up a storm. 80 viewers highest year. I think no, we peaked like very pretty. We peaked at like over 20 with my first one, but I think that's just because it was my first one. But this, in terms of consistency, this has been miles better. Gotta go. Good stream. Thank you, Jules. I really appreciate you stopping by. I'm glad you're here. Thoughts on Israel? Non-MMA question, but Bilal will like to know your answer. Just thoughts on Israel as just in general. Outside the cage, not really a fan anymore. I used to be a bit of a fan. Depends really. He does some stupid shit, doesn't he? That's really the bottom line. Jones, for you, the GOAT? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you're looking at it from just a purely cage perspective, and that's okay. You can do that. Petition to have Kron versus Prince of Peru. Yeah, that would be cool. That's a good. It's a weird matchup, but it's cool. Puelles versus Gracie would be fun. I quite like it. It's a great grappling one. Good class in 12 minutes. I'm gonna head out soon. That's chill, man. I'm gonna head off in a minute as well. So don't worry. I appreciate you coming back after your meeting. I think Paulo Costa's diet includes wine for the Hamzat fight. You never know, man. That was his excuse, wasn't it? He gets dizzy. DJ Clear. Yeah, DJ's the guy, man. I'm glad. George, you're on my wavelength today. You had some great ideas as well. All of you, actually. Really appreciate all of you pitching in. Any fighter that butt scoot should get a point deduction for soyness. Thoughts, Leo? I mean, I am shamelessly pulling guard in sparring and jiu-jitsu, but MMA is a different ball game. You don't pull guard in MMA. So, yeah, I'm kind of with you there. Add Hoist to an modern MMA. Nah, he get bodied. Of course he get bodied. The guys have adapted to just pure jiu-jitsu these days. It doesn't work anymore. You need to develop your game more. Yeah, Hoist would get slept. Is this oh, Marcus, I saw your message for about a split second. I'm assuming you had a little typo in there. That's chill. Yeah, Hoist would get bodied. That would be not a pretty sight. Was Aljo really staring at the mic during that one interview with Helen Yee? Truly the question, that haunts the dreams of many. Taylor's old as time. Where was Aljo looking in that Drew interview? I wonder where it was, because it wasn't the microphone. Yeah, no, that is a funny clip though. How many tie fights on 200? On 300? Three for 300, right? That works. I feel like that's the logical maneuver. I think they can't do more than that, right? Because obviously they'll be running way too late. What do you do for Aljo? In my eyes, he deserves a rematch because I know it's unpopular opinion. I think Aljo's just a model guy. I think he deserves he deserves respect, and I think he deserves the rematch, but he won't get it. So yeah, he probably end up moving up. Maybe I can see that. Facing Max, that'd be fun. Yeah, so around it now. You can't be a one-trick pony. That's what happens when the game evolves. Volk Islam prediction. I haven't settled on one yet, Marcus. I've been so torn on it. And the logical pick is Islam because of the short notice. But Volk looked very good last time, and there's not. I don't think it's. I think it's stupid and ignorant to say he won't be in shape and won't be ready for the fight in terms of like fitness, because he will be. Obviously, there's questions about the injuries, but the hand surgery he had. But in terms of pure fitness, he will be fight ready for sure. I don't know. I'm inclined to pick Islam, but I honestly might pick Volk. I think, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna put the foot down. We're gonna go Volk. I'm gonna go Volk by decision. I really am. That's where I'm going with, and I'm not changing. I'm just gonna go for it. Volk by decision. You heard it here first, guys. And I'm not really confident in that pick at all. Remotely, but I'm picking it, boys. I'm picking it because he's my guy. Volk is my guy. He's one of my favorites. So I have to back the man. You know, we go big or we go home. You know, we do it. We fucking do it. I fuck the logic. Fuck what this short fucking notice bullshit. We're going Volkanovski by decision. We're going there, and I hope on Saturday night, when that rolls around, that we're not next Saturday, whenever it is, that he has his hand raised. Could you imagine, bro? Volk double champ. And then he fucking like rides off into the sunset or some shit, man. That will be pure. That's MMA heritage right there. That's heritage. You know, fuck the Aspinall glazing. We're glazing the great now. We're glazing Alexander right now. This is a glazing stream. Volkanovski. Yeah, Baldnovski. The mythical boy himself. Volkanovski. Yeah, in fucking deed, boys. Is Nina being pushed by the UFC? Yeah, I think so. I mean, fair play to her. If she's doing well, she's doing well. I'm not really a fan of her. Like, I mean, I think she's actually quite a good interviewer, to be fair. But I don't like her. You know, her comedy shit is fucking awful. But as an interviewer, I think she's actually quite good. So fair enough. She's doing quite well. If she's an industry plant, whatever, man. I mean, if she's doing her thing, I think her stuff with Strickland's fun. In particular, obviously, I know she's talked to a lot of other fighters. New title, Glazing UFC Fighters. Casual's Guide to Glazing. Right, guys, I think I'm going to head off. It's been a great stream. I really appreciate all of you. I'm going to give you a chance to quickly just, you know, say goodbyes and all that, because I know sometimes the stream cuts off, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want to miss you guys' chats. But again, as I said, I really, really, really appreciate you being here. What a stream. It's been great fun. Same time tomorrow, around 6 or 7 p.m. UK time, whatever that works for you. I'm sorry if it means you have to stay up late or whatever. I work what's best for me. I really appreciate you guys being in it. Same time tomorrow, Wednesday. I mean, fucking hell, guys. I can't do it. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully all those days. We're going to keep going. Appreciate the love. See you guys later.